Here's a recap of part 1. Okay, so now that you know what are the definitions of those 5 love languages, pag-usapan naman natin yung paano mo ba na-violate yun or paano mo hindi na-satisfy yung language na yun ng partner mo. So let's go with number 1. Okay, so quality time. Nagbigay na ako ng example kanina. The example that I gave was you're at the breakfast table, tapos nagkukwento ka, maaaring you might have a bad day, a bad dream, kasi nga umaga. Tapos hindi siya nakikinig, nagbabasa ng dyaryo, or nagbabasa ng dyaryo, sumagin lang siya. Di ba nakakainis yun? Or nagplano kayo na sabi niyo, ganito ha, sa Friday, Netflix and chill lang tayo ha. So, nag-ready ka, merong mga wine glasses, tapos biglang nung nanonood na kayo ng Netflix, tulog na ang mister mo. So, parang medyo hindi na-achieve yung purpose ng quality time, right? Tsaka ito yung yung isa sa mga pet peeves. Personally, that's one of my pet peeves, yung nag-date kayo, tapos tingin sa phone mo, text ka ng text, okay, di ba? Hindi ka nag-excuse me man lang. Okay? So, those are clear violations of quality time. Another that I wanna add dun sa quality time, yung wala kang time sa kanya, pero ang dami mong oras sa friends, or sa family, or to whoever. Okay? Or sa work. Parang ganyan. Nararamdaman niya na mas may oras ka sa iba, sa kanya wala. So that's a grave violation of quality time. Okay? So, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is physical touch. So, ano yung physical touch violation? Ayaw mo siyang alalayan. You don't show sweetness. Pagka kumapit siya sa'yo, bibitawan mo yung kamay niya. Parang, nakakaya. Ano ba yan? Yung ganyan mo siya. Diba? Or, wag dito. Mga ganyan. Yung parang hiyang-hiya ka sa kanya na parang may leprosy. Hindi ganun. Huwag ganun, bes. Ano pa? Ito. Saktong-sakto. Nandito ako sa ibabaw ng kama ko, no? In my bedroom. Sex. Oh, yeah. Which is, I mentioned earlier, an ultimate show of intimacy for love language na physical touch. So, hindi ka mahilig makapag-sex. What? Sa asawa mo na physical touch ang kanyang So, kalabit siya ng kalabit sa'yo, ikaw, ganun ka ng ganun. Diba? Or meron siyang gustong gawin na something. So, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit weird for you, but it's not for him or her. Pero ayaw mong ibigay, or you won't even try, or you don't want to explain why you don't want to do it. Okay? So, violation yon. Ano pa? Ito for me, ito yung gravest form of violation of physical touch. Nag-aaway kayo, sinampal mo siya, or sinampak mo siya, duguan talaga siya. Hindi niya makakalimutan. Never. Okay? So I'm telling you, walang battered wife or husband na physical touch ang love language. Kasi violation yun ng pagmamahal. Okay? So that's number 2, physical touch. So number 3 is acts of service. So, ano yung violation nun? Hindi yung opposite nung you're doing something to help ease the burden. Ito yung, in short, tamad ka. Okay, hindi mo siya tinutulungan. Nakikita mo, kuba-kuba na yung partner mo. Yung dami niyong ginagawa. Ang dami bit-bit, nag-grocery kayo. Tapos ikaw, nakatayo ka lang dun sa may kotse mo. Okay? Or nag-yosi ka lang, ganyan. Or, you're maybe at home, you see all of the chores are being done by your partner. Tapos ikaw, kumakain ka lang ng twister fries. Shit, parang nagutom ako. Gusto kong twister fries. Anyway, kumakain ka ng twister fries, tapos uminom ka lang ng Coke, nanonood ka ng Netflix. Ano ba naman yung i-pause mo muna yung pinapanood mo na K-drama, di ba? Tapos sabihin mo muna sa kanya, honey, busy ka? Wow, hindi obvious, di ba? Honey, busy ka? Do you need help? O di, pag sinabi niyang hindi, di baka sabihin mo lang, sure ka ba? I can always help. Wala naman akong ginagawa. They will appreciate that a lot. I'm telling you. Kasi itong mga taong may love language na acts of service, mga heroes ang complex niyan eh. Yun yung mga, kaya ko to. And they'll be too proud to ask for your help. But I'm telling you, they will appreciate your offer to help. Number 4, words of affirmation. What's a violation of words of affirmation? Ito yung ninegate mo yung mga affirmations na binibigay mo sa kanya. Ito yung, bayan, ang pangit naman damit mo. Yan, yung mga ganyan. Diyos ko, ingat. Or ito yung, nag-uusap kayo and then ang sakit ng sinabi mo sa kanya. Sasabihin mo sa kanya. Ang problema kasi sa'yo, ang tanga-tanga mo, wala kang alam. Ay, naku. Violation yun. That's a no-no. That's a no-no for words of affirmation. And also, para naman dun sa mga hindi naman masyalita na nakaka-violate pa rin nevertheless, you don't even tell them about your feelings. Yung isina-shoutout mo lang sila. Kumari mainit ang ulo mo, galit ka or whatever. You just don't say anything. Walk out ka lang, tas wala. You don't talk about it. You don't say you're sorry. Eh, yun yun. So pag sinabi mong, I hate you. No amount of emotions or facial expressions can change the meaning of that. I hate you is I hate you. That's a violation of love. 4 words of affirmation, the love language. And the last one is gifts. So ano yung gifts? Oh, don't worry kung medyo kuripot ka or barat ka, wala kang budget. It's okay. Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba? Kahit bigyan mo lang yan ng mani. Yeah. Ito yung hindi mo naaalala yung birthday niya. My God, wala ka man lang ginawa, hindi ka man lang naglinis ng bahay. You'll notice parang meron siyang connect with that would be acts of service, di ba? But this one is a gift. Okay, kasi this is a treat, okay, for the person that you love, okay? And mind you, time is also a gift. It's also a manifestation of a gift. So itong si gift medyo encompassing siya, di ba? So nakikita niya pag nagbabiyahe ka, mari pumunta ka ng Japan. Ang dami-dami mong binili para sa sarili mo na ang mamahal ng mga binili mo. Meron kang mga, basta, super expensive stuff. Tapos ang pasalubong mo lang sa kanya, keychain. I mean, don't think of it na he's thinking you're being cheap. They actually binabawi ko yun. Oh, he might think you're being cheap. Kasi nga naman, if you can afford that much money for a lot of things, tapos, ang dinala mo lang sa kanya napakaliit na bagay bilang gift. And then, ito pa, to make matters worse, nakita niya yung mga iba mong friends, yung boss mo, yung nanay mo, ay bongga din yung mga gifts mo. May may pa-iPhone din, yung mga ganung levels. Tapos sa keychain, wow! Unless, merong special meaning sa kanya yung keychain na yun. Diba? Kunwari, sasabihin mo sa kanya, mahal, naalala mo nung kinuwento mo sa akin na nagpunta ka dati sa Tokyo, tapos nalaslas yung bag mo, tapos nawala yung keychain mo. Ito yun, oh. Hinanap ko talaga yan sa buong Tokyo. Because I really wanted to make you happy. Act of service yun, yung paglalakad mo ng 10 kilometro. But, gift yun. It's a treat. Okay? So, yung may pa-surprise manyanita ka, di ba? Tapos lahat sila walang face mask. O yun. So, yun yung mga clear violations of the 5 love languages. So, now that you know the definitions of the 5 love languages and the corresponding violations, so to speak, wouldn't it be great if you already know right now what your love language is? Okay? Pero bago natin puntahan yun, I want you to know this at this point, no? All of those 5 languages that I discussed with you, we all have that. We all speak those 5 love languages. Kaya lang, yung sinasabi ng book ni Gary Chapman, meron kang top 1. Actually, minsan 2. Okay? In some isolated cases, meron kang 3. Okay? So you need to know what are those love languages so that you will be able to understand the dynamics between you and your partner. Okay? So ngayon, pwede mo siyang malaman by observing. Okay? So tingnan mo, look back. Ano yung mga pinag-awayan ninyo? What makes you happy? Saan ka kinikilig? What makes your heart skip a beat? What makes you smile? Okay? Ano yung napapailing ka? Ano yung nabubwisit ka? Ano yung mga hindi mo makalimutan na ginawa sa'yo? So those are some of the indications para malaman mo kung ano yung 5 love languages mo. But if you're still in doubt, meron namang actually free online test na there will be a series of questions that you will just have to choose between A and B. Okay, so kunwari sasabihin, would you rather sit beside your husband or receive a diamond ring? Yan, may mga ganyan. Pipili ka lang, ipo-force choose mo lang yung isa dun sa dalawa. Okay? So, after answering a series of questions, konti lang yun, mga 500. Mga konting questions, and then after you are finished with the questionnaire, it will give you a summary, and then it will tell you what is your most dominant or prominent love language and which one or ones are your least. So, eto yun. So you can go to that link, and alternately, you can also click the link written in the description of this video. So, pause nyo muna para magawa nyo, and then balikan nyo ako ulit. Okay, now that you know what your love language is, nagulat ka ba? Or was it something that you actually expected? Okay. So, now that you know, you might be asking yourself, or sige, huwag nyo nang tanongin yung sarili nyo. Tanongin nyo ako. Sige, tanongin nyo ako. So, you might be asking, Ben, ano ba yung best na love language? Or better yet, kung number 1 ang love language ko, dapat ba 1 din si partner? Or kung number 1 ako, tas number 2 siya, sino sa amin ang magbabago? Okay? Ang sagot lang dyan, simple lang. Okay? You don't have to change a thing. Kasi ikaw yan eh. That's your love language. That's how you show your love and how you expect to be shown love. So you don't have to change a thing. What do you need to change? It's the dynamic or the dynamics. Okay? Kasi ang relasyon, it's a communication process of some sort. Diba? Kaya ang siya tinawag na language. Kasi nga, it's like you're communicating with your partner. So, kailangan alam mo kung ano yung language ng asawa mo or ng jowa mo, ng partner mo. Because these are usually the reasons why people have misunderstandings. Bigyan ko kayong classic na example. So, si wife, acts of service. Okay? Si husband, physical touch. So, ganito yung scenario. Si wife, naglinis ng bahay, nagluto ng mga masasarap na pagkain para pag uwi ng mister ay makakain siya ng masarap. Okay? Tapos pagkatapos niyang kumain ni mister, maghuhugas pa si misis. Yung mga ganun niya, katulong nga yung peg, diba? Tapos si mister, ano lang, parang okay, yeah, sarap. Ganon, yun lang yung kasi nga, sanay na siya na masarap magluto si misis. Kung ngayon gabi na, so nakahiga na sila sa kama, o ano ang love language ni mister, diba? Touch. So, nangangalabit na yan, gabi. Si Mrs. pagod kasi buong araw, my God, naglilitsyon, gumagawa ng morcon, or kung ano man yung gusto mong kuneho ka, porketa. So, ayaw din niya makapag-sex sa mister. So, doon manggagaling yung misunderstanding. Na si Mrs. feeling niya hindi siya mahal ng mister kasi hindi na-appreciate yung service niya. Si mister naman, feeling niya hindi siya mahal ng Mrs. kasi hindi nakikipag-sex sa kanya yung mister niya. Parang ano ba yun, napakasimpleng bagay, mag-sex lang kami, 15 minutes lang. Wow, 15 minutes. Ang bilis. So, ayun, you need to adjust. Okay? So, in communication, kailangan marunong kang umunawa. Umunawa.
Wow.
You need to understand and know beforehand what is their love language. Okay? Kasi para alam mo kung paano ka mag-a-adjust. Diba? So, yun nga, in my example, kunwari nag-aaway kayo, alam mong physical touch siya, yung partner mo. Huwag mo sampalin. Huwag mo suntukin. Huwag mong kwelyuhan. Diba? Kasi, hindi niyo ito makakalimutan. And this will create a very, very deep scar and wound in his heart and in his memory. So, mag-adjust ka. Diba? So, it's not going to be easy, but that is the ultimate measure of true love. Kung paano ka willing mag-adjust to go the distance, to a certain extent, change or tweak a little bit about what you have without necessarily giving out or giving away everything. Oo, ano ng hugot ko. Parang may pinagagalitan, di ba? Okay. So yun, so if you really love the person, you should be willing to make adjustments in such a way na you're willing to listen to that love language of his or her and give that language that he or she expects from you. Okay? So, relationships should be open. Okay? Kailangan pag-usapan ninyo. Okay? If there's something wrong, if there's something missing, kung ano yung expectations. Kasi wala namang pinagkaiba yan sa business proposal, di ba? Proposition. Kailangan alam nyo kung ano yung objective, ano yung goal. You also need to know where you're at. What are the challenges? Kung kinakailangan kayo mag-SWOT analysis kayo if that's gonna be for the betterment of your relationship. Ganun lang yun kasimple. Okay? So, now, in closing, you might be asking, wala naman akong jowa. O ba't ako may jowa ba ako? Wala naman akong jowa. But I'm telling you, love kasi, I think, personally, I believe that love here is just used loosely. For me, love is translatable to caring, to respect, to consideration, understanding. Okay? And that is applicable to any kind of people, any kind of relationship. So, you are not just limited to practicing and knowing the love languages of yourself and your partner. Maganda rin yung alam mo yung love language ng anak mo if you are a parent. Or ng parents mo, if you're a son. Or if you're at work, you need to know the love language of your boss, your colleagues, or your subordinates. Kasi, may iba-iba namang manifestations ang love. Katulad nga ng sinabi ko na it can show respect, consideration, appreciation, intimacy to a certain extent. Okay? So, yun lang. So, I want you to be able to understand first what you have and what you are, and then the second step is to understand what your partner is or what he or she has in terms of the 5 love languages. And if you both understand each other, your relationship is going to be much stronger, because one of the truest and strongest foundations of every relationships is open, sincere, and loving communication. Nagmamahal. VJ Bentong. I hope you like this vlog, and I invite you to actually tell your friends to take the test of the 5 love languages. And I hope this one helped you, and I wish you guys well. So once again, thank you for watching my vlog, and this is VJ Bentong. If you liked this video, please click like, share it on your social media, and if you still haven't, please click subscribe and that bell.